All right, so let's do Michael's Bible study. I did throw in some items from Ferris Bueller's
Again,
Day
they're all
Off,
referred to as towers, like the
the
Tower of
Sears
Babel,
Tower.
all by design. All by
So
design.
I think that's our monolith right there.
But
I'm not sure. There's two buildings that seem to look similar in that city, but that's like a Batman type look and or devil horns, but that's just the Sears Tower is said to have some really dark stuff involved with it. And they were showing this all throughout the movie. And so they're showing it off again. It's what they do, just like in a lot of movies, they show off the Twin Towers, the Twin Trumps. And over here.
okay, so
And that looks like is what the Sears Tower is, a monolith. So the other one they were showing with the double devil horn deal, I'm just not sure. But the Sears Tower, if that's it, because it's taller, unless it's downrange, but I'm pretty sure that's the Sears Tower. Sears Tower, which is now called Willis Tower, apparently. So if we were to click images, boy, it is a piece of work, isn't it? At the top, it's like it's pushing up a monolith that comes out the top. That's what it looks like to me. Almost like a Lego Transformer type deal. Very strange looking building. Nothing they do is by accident. And it's got the 153 in its dimensions. At least they said so in the movie. Formerly Sears Tower. It's 108 with the stories. It's 1,450 feet. Well, in the movie, they said 1,153 feet. So, okay. So we'll just go with this. At tip 1729, top floor 1354. I wonder if I were to Google Sears Tower. Images for Sears Tower, 1153 feet tall. At 1,153 feet in the air, viewing Chicago from above, Crusader Chronicle. The original Sears Tower was only 14 stories. It was made to, there's a 1153 in the article. So maybe that's why they said it in the movie, because at one point that was said to be the height. I don't know. However, the overall experience was outstanding. At 1,153 feet in the air, we are standing approximately 4.3 feet outside the building on a piece of glass. Viewing Chicago from above. Anyway, maybe that's where that certain deck is. I don't know. Clocks. There was a song called Clocks. Man, I've got TV on, don't I? Back to the Future has, the Save the Clock Tower and the ticking clocks at the beginning of the movie, and TikTok Doc from 88 Minutes, TikTok Doc. Well, I thought of the song Clocks by Coldplay. And it didn't really give us much. As far as anything we're looking for. I'll tell you, Mike's work will. What Mike's sending us really is giving us what we're looking for. But it was a March 17th release. And if Trump goes down March 17th, then there you have it. It was there all along. It was from the album called A Rush of Blood to the Head. So, yeah. When is St. Patty's Day? St. Patrick's Day. It's March 17th. Okay, that's what I was thinking. So there you go. St. Patty's Day. Hey, St. Patty's Day. Let's get on with Michael's prep. 24 strong, it counted. So reviewing this often repeated movie statement, Michael said, there's a storm coming. Because of the latest Shaking My Head Productions video, there's a storm coming, comes to, and let me blow this up for all of y'all, because I know this is very much visual. And so Trump shot and killed in 3 ciphers. The Beast of Revelation in 2 ciphers. 1946, which is the year Trump was born. It comes to Donald John Trump Sr., because he is a senior. There's Don Jr. Event 201. Yay, right? Event 201. We tell you that the book of Revelation is opened when Trump goes down. And that is that day through the 201st day from that day, including that day, will be the abomination of desolation. So the book of Revelation is open, and then we get to the climax of the book of Revelation from their end, which is the abomination of desolation, which is their last hurrah and their beginning of killing the sheep. And they will be doing so quite rapidly. And Jesus, of course, puts a stop to it before all sheep are killed. Quite possibly there's 144,000 left on the earth physically. But that might be just a spiritual number. And then when you read that in Revelation, that's just the church being sealed. But it just seems to me as it reads that these are the remaining, there's a real 144,000 sheep that he stops the killing at, to where there's 144,000 left alive from all types of different, bloodlines, or all non-bloodline are killed off, and it is of the Jewish bloodline, the remnant that is still on the earth, that he will then seal. So I'm just not real sure about that. There's not enough to bounce it off of to get anything definitive that I know of. But the fact that you get event 201 of Donald Trump, who is the beast of Revelation, who will get shot and killed, the deadly wound, that's why they keep saying there's a storm coming. And there's your 222 and your 1332. So you got your 33 and your 32 with the 222. Had a mortal head wound healed, the Great Conjunction, which is 650 days from October 2nd. Mr. Donald Trump, Abaddon, Apollyon, Apollo, President Xi Jinping in 3 ciphers, China. I had a girl try to convince me that was the Antichrist. I was like, she's such a big Trump fan. Oh my goodness, she's a big Trump fan. Oh, she's one of those God and country Bible patriot people. Pretty too. I had to get rid of her. I had to. She's coming on my Facebook. Hey, there's 753. Well, I just switched to 54. So yeah, had to. She would come on my Facebook and defend Trump, and I was just like, got to go. After a while, got to cut them loose. Key to the apocalypse. Well, we've been saying that's what opens up the book of Revelation, which begins with the white horse, then red horse, then black horse, then pale horse. Tom Brady's last game already occurred. President Kamala Harris, New York, New York. Now, what is New York, New York? That's the zip code. Trump Tower, that's in New York, New York, October 2nd, 2022. September 11 attack, Twin Trumps. West Coast tsunami. It'll happen. Boy, did that ever, was that ever told to us? Did y'all end up watching that video I asked y'all to watch? Did you, huh? Did you, huh? A San Francisco event. Sat right there with the LXXXVIII finis temporis. You've got to be subscribed to this channel. You've actually got to go in there and view their playlist. I think, without a doubt, this is an AI site. Look at this one here. It's called on August 28, 2021, Tom Hanks, The Twin Towers, The King Code, 113. But when you go to their site and you click playlist, you got 16 on 119. You got 4 on Portal 88, so on and so forth. 21 on CORONAVIRUS, the illness. You got 39 on Sirius alone, 18 on 88, 14 on Trump. It's, you know, it's an interesting site. I've told you about it before. This is AI. In my humble opinion, they're just able to go back and recall too much stuff. Nobody speaks. You never hear a sound. The only thing in these videos are movie clips. And they can seemingly show anything and everything without getting strikes, so on and so forth. So apparently, in Back to the Future 3, they really tell you of a Doc's pointing to this map in their little area, but what is down here is San Francisco, right down in there in that box. And that line over there is San Francisco. Right there, San Francisco. Because that's San Francisco. Sacramento, San Jose. And so that's from the movie. And there's a bridge gone, bridge missing, and the bridge is red. They mentioned San Francisco over and over and Back to the Future 3. Apparently Back to the Future 3 is all about San Francisco, pretty much. That's the major tells. You got the two towers over his house there, two steel frame twin towers. And then this gizmo here, it says San Francisco on these papers that what's his name in the movie? His brother, Michael J. Fox's brother, Marty McFly's brother, is carrying papers that say San Francisco on them. So that's pretty much it. If I've saved you from watching it, that's fine. So West Coast tsunami. I tend to think it'll be an earthquake and it'll tumble into the sea, causing a tsunami. Steely Dan did California tumbles into the sea. That'll be the day I come back to Annandale. And that might be something interesting to gematria. Old school Steely Dan lyrics. California tumbles into the sea. That'll be the day I go back to Annandale. Of course, I was born and raised in Auburndale, but this is called Annandale. So it's Anna, A-N-N-A, and then Dale, but there's an N in the middle of it. So it's Anna, then the letter N, then Dale. Tried to warn you about Chico and Daddy G, but I can't seem to get to you through the U.S. mail. Well, it's because mail won't be running, will it? Well, I hear the whistle, but I can't go. I'm going to take her down to Mexico. She said, oh no, Guadalajara won't do. Anyway. I remember 35 sweet goodbyes when you put me on the Wolverine up to Annandale. It was still September. Anyway. Twin Towers attack. The calm before the storm. So storm's coming is the calm before the storm also in Jewish gematria. Economy big crash, which takes place after he goes down. For people looking for a Super Bowl event, it says there's a storm coming, does match February 13. Super Bowl sacrifice. Pepsi halftime show. Andre Rommel Young, Dr. Dre's real name, United States president. So this Super Bowl and the participants, hey, it's 8:02 p.m. You know, I told Michael, I said October 2nd could just be a mathematical, you know how Jesus wrote in the Word 42 months, 3.5 years, 1,260 days, because he's mathematical, but then those days actually don't mean anything other than something mathematical, because Jesus said, lest I cut those days short, no flesh would be saved. So they're never really, it never comes to fruition that there's 3.5 years, 1,260. That's just what's established. And then, of course, altered by the great alterer, all planned from before the foundation of the world. Well, October 2nd could just be the mathematical for the end times, or the book of Revelation getting opened. It could be this weekend. Trump could be out playing golf with plans, you know, be in the news. Trump had planned a Super Bowl party and went out and played golf with friends before it. Boom. It very well could happen, right? And all's that 8:02, October 2nd, all that was for was just mathematical. You with me? Or this Super Bowl and all that's, or it's actually the October 2nd date. And all of these items are mathematical. February 13th was going to be scheduled. They moved the season up just so they could land on February 13th. And I've told Michael, if it's October 2nd, that's Super Bowl 57. So it says Super Bowl sacrificed. And then, of course, you know, the Pepsi halftime show will be all about it. Future tense. And of course, they have him performing. So if it occurs now, then October 2nd is a mathematical of it all. Or if it occurs October 2nd, then they threw in all these things to mathematically match for what's actually coming on 10/02 in 2022. So it's just very, we have to keep an open mind about it all. Michael, great work on that. Thank you for sharing that. Somehow I need to put that somewhere where I can keep it. I'll put it on October 2nd just because that's a folder I've got open. So Lydia Doherty, who was written October 2nd right next to her name, it says the first name, yeah. It comes to October 3rd, full reduction. Comes to June 14th in full reduction. 146, which is Trump's birthday. You know, the 1/4 day of the 6th month. Comes to Pres Trump. Comes to the apocalypse. So again, it's on October 2nd, you get the apocalypse. 2022. So it's October 2nd, 2022. Power outage, 10/20. So you notice all these Super Bowl events like the power going out and all that, it's all about the end times. So these Super Bowl events are like the final Super Bowl, which is when Trump gets hit. That's the final Super Bowl. Then he's got 10/20 written down, which is, you know, could be morphed over to 10/2. A fire will rise, of course, and the Phoenix will rise from the ashes of that fire on April 20th. And Wall Street collapse, of course. Very good. Michael, good stuff. Thank you for looking that up. Hanover resident Ron Corbett to referee Super Bowl 56. It's 33 year of officiating. And his name comes to the terms will match of one of the other cipher comes to. So this guy's name comes to the last Super Bowl, Sunday, February, Ignatius Loyola, Skullduggery, which is the skeleton character from iPet Goat, which is Day of the Dead. And when it says the last Super Bowl, I think that is October 2nd, the last Super Bowl. Los Angeles County, which is SoFi Stadium in LA County, which I think is all about a bouncing off point to point to what's going to happen on October 2nd. Now, if it happens now during the Super Bowl, then the October 2nd was always just a mathematical bouncing point. Point guard, like, you know, the point guard in basketball, there's 5 out there playing, but you got a point guard that everything bounces off of. So everything would be bouncing off of October 2nd, but it doesn't actually happen on October 2nd. So we just have to look at it 2-dimensionally. That's all. Through different lenses, I should say. Terrorist attack. It comes to terrorist attack, which, you know, could be the false flag event. that kills him. Could be said to be Iranian. 210, which again is October 2nd. So this Ronald Torbert does come to October 2nd. 210 is October 2nd. Everything in 210 should be looked up just to see what comes up under 210. Also, Sharpshooter and Sunday October. Now, Sunday October is October 2nd. So the fact that Ronald Torbert comes to all of that is just outstanding. Again, it points to October 2nd, like almost everything does. I'll put this on October 2nd for now, but there's some things I want to look up there. I hope I remember to do that. February 13, 2022. February 13, 2022 comes to Ignatius of Loyola, 666, 888, the next 911, Heliofont, IPEC Goat, the Pope's name, utility blackout, scripted sports. Scripted sports, I love it. Okay. We shall see. It's tomorrow. Kingsman, the Secret Service. We already know Kingsman comes to 88. No, we didn't know that. Thank you for reminding us. You remember all this. We don't. So, man, don't ever hesitate to, re-put stuff down, because this, what you know in your head, we got too much stuff in our heads to remember all this. So good job, Michael. Now that movie was released on February 13th, 2015 in the United States. A character named Richmond Valentine plans to cull the human race by releasing a neurological wave, which would be opening the book of Revelation with a deadly wound event. So this one really points to the Trump event going down this weekend. And if nothing happens this weekend, everybody's going to be all in on October 2nd, but we should still be looking at anything in the spring Arch. By the way, Arch Manning, the football player, Trump, the Arch Man, the best football player on earth right now in high school, is, the future Joe Burrow or Tom Brady or Peyton Manning. Is Peyton Manning's nephew, Arch Manning, and we know it's called the Gateway Arch. So there's Archie Manning. And Archie cartoon character. So there's been a lot Archie comics characters. Shaggy, Archie. What was it called? What was that cartoon called? Name of cartoon with Archie and Shaggy.
According to Wikipedia, this Saturday morning
Scooby-Doo.
Cartoon series featured teenage.
Okay. And they were straight from the comics. Anyway, might be a dead end lead there. These are all of the Archie series names. You got a Hiram Lodge, Hiram LaBeouf, the name of the people from the lodge. That's so funny. Hiram Lodge. Oh, wow. Veronica's father, the richest man in Riverdale, he's a multi-billionaire. So obviously that's repping Trump. He's a multi-billionaire. Hiram LaBeouf, those that go to the Blue Lodge of the, what do you call it? Scottish Rite or York Rite. Hiram Abiff, is it? Hiram Abiff. That's him. So Hiram Abiff says Freemasonry. Hiram Abiff is the character, and of course, in Freemasonry, it's called a Masonic Lodge. So it's Hiram Lodge. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? No, they're not kidding you. So Hiram Lodge, Pep Comics number 31, September 1942, created by Bob Montana. His occupation is CEO of Lodge Industries. Well, Trump's TV show was called The Apprentice, which is your first level of Freemasonry. So that's, you know, I think that that's repping Donald Trump. It's like he's wearing glasses though. HL. I really want to get going on Michael's. So there is another Hiram Lodge character from a TV show called Villains. So it's not the first time, you know. So that guy's repping Trump. He's got the hair and all that. Hiram P. Lodge is a fictional character by Archie Comics. He is married to Haramon Lodge. They have a daughter, and we know who that is. Veronica Lodge. He's a multi-billionaire, one of the richest men in the world, industrial and CEO. Mark Consuelos, who's married to Kelly Ripa. And Michael did something on Kelly Ripa, which I already forgot that. Michael remembers all that stuff because he did it, you know. It's like Michael wrote the book. I've read through the book, but I've, you know, in order to take a test at the end, I would have to go back and read through and read and study. That's how I got through my master's degree. I'd have to go back and read and reread and memorize and then take the test. A lot of cramming on Friday night for those Saturday tests. So Richmond Valentine comes to February 13. President shot dead. Is that Biden? Does Biden go down this weekend and then Trump at the 802 mark, October 2nd? Super Bowl sacrifice, 1946. President Barack H. Obama. See how it all pops up. October 13th. Beast of Revelation, November 17th, which is 11/17. And John Wilkes Booth. The technology that Richmond Valentine released is called a neurological wave. Comes to Super Bowl 57, and it also comes to the last Super Bowl. That's what I'm telling you. October 2nd is Super Bowl 57 and the last Super Bowl. It also comes to the day the music died, Order Out of Chaos, 138, which is Donald Trump, Ignatius Loyola, President Harris, Zombie Apocalypse. So the Valentine is probably significant when Trump goes down because of the technology and what's going to happen to people's hearts who are. That's why his name was Billy Ray Valentine in Trading Places, because when Trump trades places and he goes into perdition, wreaking havoc during the Four Horses period, of World War III through the technology. Those that took the guy's name in Back to the Future 2 was Douglas Needles, who was responsible for Marty McFly getting fired. So their hearts are going to give out, which bounces back to Valentine, Lupercalia. Like all these pagan holidays are just about, that. The rebirth of the sun is actually in October. October is the 10th month. So they celebrate it in Deca, December, Deca, 10th month. Because it comes to Super Bowl 57 and the last Super Bowl and the day the music died, which opens up the order out of chaos of 138 Donald Trump. If I was forced, like I'm forced to figure out who's going to win the Super Bowl, and I keep like today, I just think it's going to be the Rams that are going to win it. It's the city of angels. It's all about the fallen angels, the Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers, Lake of Fire is where the angels go, where the fallen angels go. And it's every playoff game was in their stadium. They haven't left their stadium even through the Super Bowl. They got Snoop Dogg, everybody there. Some of the gematria came up to the Rams quarterback's name that Michael did. Maybe that's coming up. Maybe we just talked about it on the phone and I haven't shown it to y'all yet. So Matthew Stafford, who came from Georgia with a big G on their helmet, and they won the college national championship. So I'm going to go with the Rams if I had to choose. Now, is there a lot of things that would make you think it would be the Joe Burrow team with a 10-2 kicker and all? Sure. There's a lot of things that make you think it's going to happen this weekend, the Trump event. But if I had to put money down, I'm going to go with my first hunches, my first gut, that Super Bowl 57 is the last Super Bowl, and that is the Super Bowl of assassinations. It's the Super Bowl of false flag events. It's the Super Bowl of all headline news since newspapers and news TV shows began. It will be when he gets hit. It will be Super Bowl 57. It will be the last Super Bowl. It's the day the music died. Michael, that's outstanding work again, man. Anton Chigurh, or the initials AC. Yes, you nailed this one. AC is definitely representing the Antichrist. Anton Chigurh comes to 138, Donald Trump. Ta-da, October 2nd. Ta-da, Donald J. Trump. Ta-da, he rises on October 4th. Ta-da, the beast rising. There we go. Got to move this to October 2nd folder. Initials are AC for Antichrist. Also, Javier Bardem, like Joe Biden, Joe Burrow, his initials are 10-2. Yep. Thank you, Michael, for researching that for us, my friend. Casino Royale was released on 11/17. The Deadly Wound Bible verse. Just like 9/11 is from Revelation. 11:9. And Donald is 11:9. What is Revelation 9:11? Revelation chapter 11, verse 9. No, it is Revelation 9:11. It's 11:8. Oh, that's why I got it mixed up. It's 11:7 and 11:9. Yes. So okay, it's 11-7. I'm getting all mixed up here. It's 11-7. Mark Consuelos. Did we look him up? We tried to. Ready to kill a rip and all that stuff. Yeah. So let's do this one more time. 9. So these dates match Bible verses. In the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon. Okay. Which is also Apollyon. And he rises at 11-7. I got 11-9 and 11. I was thinking it was all in Revelation 11, and it's not. And the beast rises ascended out of the bottomless pit. So it's the dates of 9/11, and then November 7th, and then of course November 17th. Oh, it's Zechariah 11:17. Golly, boy, I'm really zoned out today. Zechariah 11:17. The right eye. Boy, if y'all would see that Bible study I did a while ago, it was 36 minutes. You'll know why my brain's just scrambled now with numbers. Go to the idle shepherd, and the sword shall be upon his right eye. His right eye clean dried up. So that's November 17th. So you've got Revelation 9/11, a date used. You've got Revelation 11:7, a possible date that is coming when he rises, because it's at a full moon within just a few hours later. And then you got November 17th as a right eye date. So Casino Royale came out on that 11/17 for Zechariah 11/17 date. Casino Royale and full deduction 56 is a very important number for current events, and full reduction needs to be closely watched as a cipher. That's Michael's favorite go-to cipher right now as far as where most of their tells are, he says. In full reduction, Casino Royale matches Donald Trump, Donnie Darko. That's October 2nd. Society of Jesus. That's Ignatius Loyola. 9/11. 56th. Adolf Hitler. 2002. Catch 22. Well, I tell you what, when you put me in candy with 2002, you get 9/11. Our combined number has 9/11 in it in 2002. So Casino Royale comes to 2002. Catch 22. Hey, we'll catch you at 222. 2022, I mean. In English ordinal, Casino Royale, which is 137, that big number, that AWTR, comes to October 3rd. Good stuff, Michael. A lot of work Michael's putting in here. Quantum of Solace, Wikipedia. Quantum of Solace matches Donald Trump assassinated. Wow. Donald J. Trump, October 2nd, again. 102, which is October 2nd. Saint Valentine. Saint Valentine, Wikipedia. So there's my birthday, July 6th in there with this. February 14th, Catholic, Anglican, and Lutheran churches, July 6th and July 30th, Eastern Orthodox. Great. Okay. So Quantum of Solace, the second one comes to Trump assassinated, Donald J. Trump, October 2nd, 102 for October 2nd, Saint Valentine, Order Out of Chaos, 138, which is Donald Trump, and Donald J. Trump, and October 2nd. And was what? Was always my favorite number, 138. I remember my dad had it on a license tag for years with his company car. And I loved it because it was 24 plus 27 plus 42 plus 45, which are my favorite numbers, along with 2 and 38. And 38 is the sum of those four numbers. And that's my stepdaughter's number, if you remember the 138. One 38, 38, 88, 86. The 88 getting 86th. Well, on March 19th, we'll be looking. Now, this Quantum of Solace also comes to last Super Bowl, I Pet Goat 2, Super Bowl 57, the day the music died. Exactly what we went over earlier. In Kingsman. So Quantum of Solace comes to the same stuff as Richmond Valentine does. Need to put these in Michael's archives. Yep. So I can go back through these. These have got to go into his archives. It's too much just to dismiss. We need to have these here always. Skyfall released on 11/9. And they said it did 1109 billion at the box office. Skyfall matches Donald. FR. That's full reduction. Abaddon. Full reduction. Death Hoax. Highlander. Inspector, which is the next James Bond movie. So Skyfall, Inspector, complete matches, along with the movie Highlander, which was, they're all about Trump. Trump is the Highlander. Highlander was from Scotland. Trump's from Scotland. The Highlander couldn't die. He was immortal. Trump's going to have said to have been immortal. Putting a lot of Michael stuff in archives, that's for sure. People by initials AC. AC Cowlings. That Michael brought up and was like, Al Capone. Ooh, Agatha Christie. Aleister Crowley. Andrew Cuomo. Anderson Cooper. Anyway, I want to read them all. I'll put this link in the description. Nice work, Michael. No Time to Die. Matches. Trump assassinated. Donald J. Trump, October 2nd. 102 for October 2nd. iPad Goat 2, 119, triple sixes, Apocalypse Now, 888, Crimson Tide. Beautiful work, Michael. Heaven Can Wait, 1978 film, scheduled to die in 2025. Los Angeles Ram is leading his team to the Super Bowl, but dies early. Interesting ploy. October 2nd, 2015, Google Inc. became known as Alphabet Inc. Google, the search engine, is one of the assets controlled by the Alphabet Inc. That was on October 2nd. Thank you, Michael. Good stuff. We'll put that to October 2nd. GM Super Bowl teaser promises Dr. Evil coming back for good. Update. Fascinating. Can't wait. Sarah Palin, transvestite, G-A-T-I-O-N. Looks like the jawline, size of HIS skull, and that neck. It's like a lady's hand. Shoulders are slim. 2 heads on the shoulders. I don't know. That's tricky. Michael says definitely a man. Well, never know. I'm going to have to leave that one ambiguous from my call. Michael says most definitely. I'm kind of, Russian invasion of Ukraine any day now. So Michael looked up any day now. Nice work, Michael. Comes to Super Bowl, Los Angeles, CA, Skull and Bones, Apocalypse, Tinnenkopf, Nazi skull bones. Okay, the Tintenkopf is the Nazi skull, the Nazi SS skull and bones logo, and so it matches Tintenkopf in 4 cycles. Any day now does, which means they're about to invade, like the Nazis invaded Poland. Paul Brown, founder of the Browns and Bengals and 3 ciphers. That's right. He founded both teams. Staged event. RC Christian, Georgia Guidestones. Nice job, Michael. 2-minute warning is the Super Bowl terrorist movie from 1976. A sniper. Yeah, I was 15 years old. A sniper and a Goodyear blimp. And a variety of ciphers. 2-minute warning comes to Donald Trump murdered. I know. Super Bowl 57 on October 2nd. Day of the music died. The final Super Bowl. Antichrist revealed. John Matthew Stafford. Boom. That's what I was talking about with Michael. I'm taking the Rams. 2 ciphers. By the way, Matt Stafford born 1988. I'm taking the Rams all the way. With Matthew Stafford getting MVP. Trust the process. Revelation 9:11. The 4 horsemen. So when Trump goes down, you got your 2-minute warning. You got about 2 minutes. 4 minutes, Madonna. It was Madonna and Justin Timberlake. I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I think you're looking at a man there, Michael. Where'd she pop off at? Michael's definitely sure that that's an MAN. That's a big old head right there now. Slender shoulders, though, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know. Pretty manly looking arms and stuff. We only got 4 minutes to save the world. You got 310 right there. This is all from the album Hard Candy. Controlled My Whole Life, which came out right when I was going through my separation. It came out in the spring of '88. Hard Candy, Wikipedia. That was a film. So they had a film called Hard Candy. Hard Candy Madonna album. Recorded when I got married, but released when we started going through our marital trouble. It was right there in April. I remember going and visiting my son at in Gainesville on what would have been Easter, when I was absolutely convinced the Lord just put it in my heart, period. Easter 2008. So March 23rd. So I was really already in it in March, and then Hard Candy was released. 3 weeks later ish. Yeah, 4 weeks later. Fascinating. In a variety of ciphers, 2-minute warning. National emergency, 2-minute warning. Also comes to 2022. Happy Valentine's Day. $1914. I'm sorry, I was thinking about what that Valentine's and what that heart means, and that he's giving his heart to the world. I don't know. 1914 was the Archduke of Ferdinand. Yep, assassinated. World War I begins. Marshall Bruce Mathers, Eminem. February 2nd. Divorce date. Hyperinflation, which we think will be leading up to it all. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Oddly, I'm watching that movie right now. Don't know why, but they keep showing those devil horn buildings. And Illuminati card game. Good stuff, Michael. Should put this in the archives. All this stuff's worth saving, I'm telling you. In a variety of ciphers, Black Sunday. They all had the Super Bowl Goodyear blimp, he said. Black Sunday comes to out of time. It's because October 2nd this year is on a Sunday. Assassinated. Tiger, it's Year of the Tiger. Apocalypse opens Book of Revelation. Los Angeles, California. Okay. City of Angels. And it's reverse of AC, CA. Christ Ante. Eminem performing at the Super Bowl. Kobe Bryant began this whole ritual. This Is It. October 28th release date for the Michael Jackson This Is It. Scottish in 2 ciphers. Atomic Blimp in 3 ciphers. Good stuff, Michael. NASCAR at LA Coliseum last weekend. They had a NASCAR event at the LA Coliseum. Goodyear tweeted these pictures about the first NASCAR race at LA Coliseum. LA Coliseum was a site of the movie 2-Minute Warning, featured a Goodyear blimp discovering a sniper in the stadium. So they're putting Goodyear in the 2-Minute Warning. What's a good year? Well, Goodyear or Goodyear Eagle, Phoenix Rising. For them, the Goodyear might be 2023 because that's when he is the Phoenix rising from the ashes. Wonder. Goodyear's tire stock suffers worst day since Black Monday after disappointing. So right before the Super Bowl, they hit their Goodyear blimp drop off, which really makes us think he's going down this weekend. Black Monday was 1987, so it's the worst crash of Goodyear stock since Black Monday 1987. And the Goodyear blimp played a role in both disaster movies. And there it is in Los Angeles with the Goodyear stock dropping. AC Milan, the nicknames of pro football team from Italy, the Red and Blacks, or Dos Diavolo, the devil. Jeez. Do you remember the LA Lakers? Number 45, AC Green, our buddy, AC, was born on 10/4. And 10/4 is all over the Back to the Future 2 or Back to the Future. Well, I don't know. One of them was in that video I showed y'all. And he, of course, is 58. He will be 58 years old when Trump goes down on October 2nd. Assuming we're right about that, of course. Now, he's born October 4th, 1963. That's my high school sweetheart. Isn't that crazy? And that's when my first divorce date was on her birthday. I thought it was the 5th, but the 5th is on a Saturday. It was actually on her birthday. It's the 5th then when my finger bent back. I got a crooked finger. And it was on the anniversary of my divorce when that happened. And that's, or near the anniversary of my divorce, like a year and a day or something like that. I'm thinking now that's why I equated my divorce. That's the exact day, though, the high school sweetheart. Exact. Remember, high school sweetheart broke up with me 1 year, 1 month, and 1 day later, after we went together, September 27th, 1978, she broke up with me on Candy's birthday, October 28th, 1979. So 1 year, 1 month, and 1 day later. And when you key in 4 times 10 times 1963, she's got the 52, which is my second marriage number to Candy. I know, right? It's so crazy. My whole life's been like that, though. It's just numbers, connecting numbers, dot, connecting numbers, dot. And that's the AC. All right, Michael, thank you so much. Everybody, thank you so much. Super long video, super apologetics to that. The length of hard candy, 56, 22. So there's your 22 for my divorce date, 2 hard candy. Because I'm the candy man, Trump's the candy man. And there's your 56 coating in front of it. All right. Yep. Love y'all very much. I'll take the Rams, by the way. Rams.